inspire you to sew on a Sunday. Except today, we're going to long arm. So I don't know if that's considered sewing, because it is a giant sewing machine. For real. So, yeah, we're going to play on this today. And it's going to be fun because we're going to do it in the dark with the black light. But I did want to come on and leave you. The camera's going to move today. You're on a mount, but you're going to go on to the long arm because there's a mount there. And I'm going to show you before I start working what I did to make it fun for today. And it's Halloween, so happy Halloween! I don't really celebrate Halloween because I don't get dressed up and I'm not a child anymore. I'm a grown child. And I don't Halloweeny. I don't do any Halloweeny stuff. Sometimes I'm dying of thirst. Okay, so we're gonna see who's here first by asking Scott for the tablet or else I'd be scrolling through the screen forever. Holy moly, 67 it says right here. Whoa, look at that. Welcome all 67 of you. We're waiting for the tablet to work. So, for those of you that are new to my channel, I have a long arm in my living room, and that's where we are. Most of the time you see me in my room, but now you're seeing me in the living room. So let's go back. You guys were chatting beforehand, before I even come here. We got Kim here for the fun is here, Melissa, Susan, Inez, Melinda, Judith, Jim, Melina, Claire, Judy, Cheryl, Eva, Angela, Sylvia, Nita, Angela, I already said Angela. Let's see, we got Marcia, Carolyn, Nadine. She doesn't speak she understands English, but doesn't type it very well. But that's okay. We will understand. We got Paula, Cheryl, Teresa Louise, Sylvia, Gigi, Julie. Where are we at? It's Monday for Sylvia. Let's see. We got Joe here, Linda, Shirley, Jacqueline, Carissa, another Julie. We got Linda here. Another Linda. There's lots of Lindas. We got Deborah, Marla, Julie, Dawn, Jill, Melster, Mary, Cheryl, Lisa, Sherry, Barbara, Kathleen, Joy, Henry. Everyone's saying hi to everyone. We got Dawn. Everyone's saying hi. We've got Carol, Shelly. Marge is probably the next day because she says, hey, me too. So some of you, it's already Monday. Craft with Love is here. Patty, Marge, Janet, Podunk Purdy's, on time. That's funny. Monica is here. Ellen is here. Let's see. Nadine. I'm scrolling. We got Heather here. Felice here. Cherie. All right. And Doris. Hi. And I saw all those happy Halloweens. So instead of getting spooky outside, we're going to get spooky in here. Mr. Scotty, here you go. But first I'm going to show you what it is that I'm doing. That way you guys have a general idea. So I don't do pantographs on the long arm. It's very, it's not even rare. It's super rare. I drew up one a long time ago and I was like, oh, hey, this is fun. But the continuous seeing of drawing it and drawing it and drawing it. And then Another one I had purchased, and I did that. That was the animal cookies or was it animal crackers? It's called animal crackers. I did that one. And then I drew up another one, but I never quilted it. The like a loopy swirly thing. And I do swirls better on my own than trying to follow a swirly pantograph. So needless to say, I really don't do pantographs. But in lieu of Halloween, I decided to open up one of my books and I grabbed some ideas for Halloween and I made my own partial pantograph. And when I say partial, I did not Scott went to try to print it at the neighbor's house, but his printer is broken. So, and we don't have a printer here. So I drew a second copy of my original 2 pieces of paper. That way I can quilt my drawing. Yeah. So just know when I'm telling you this, that you can take any drawing from anywhere. Say you love to doodle and you actually can draw single line things. You can take those drawings, and if you don't have a computerized system like me, I don't have computers, so I can't just like insert it in a computer and press go. I drew it on paper, and now I'm going to follow it. You just have to make sure that you follow your line. So if it's a continuous line, you need an in, the drawing, and an out, an exit off to the next thing. So we're going to go over, and I'll just, face view you guys just like this and walk through. We're going to go over here, and I'm going to show you my paper drawing, and it's going to be upside down for you guys because, well, it's upside down for me. I will be quilting upside down so that you guys have it right side up on the long arm. Oops, turn. All right, so here is my drawing. It's kind of dark back here. Let's add some light just so you can see.
You mentioned this one on too?
And I don't even have it taped down. No, that's fine. So I have my witch on my witch's broom. I have my bat, and then I continued it so that it goes, that's one piece of paper. The second piece of paper comes down. It does my skeleton, goes around Mr. Skeleton, does my scaredy cat, comes around, does my spider web, comes up, blah, 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 and then it continues on. And I made it to where it continues on from one piece to the next. And the cool part about my wonderful drawing here, and I'm going to move this so that you can see, is I can remove this piece, and if I wanted my next row to start differently, they are interchangeable. So I can actually hook this to this one and start my next row if I wanted to with this, and then have my witch. And when they are stacked on top of each other, they actually line up directly underneath. So, and since I don't have a printer, I kind of can't print, the papers that I need to do this. So I drew it up and used a Sharpie to go all the way around and created my own panto. So I am going to put this back in place where I need it. So I'm going to kind of set you guys up temporarily so you can watch me put it where I had it. So I kind of can't see the screen for a second, but I'm going to reline this back up where I had it. And I'm going to find my laser. And I'm going to put it where I wanted it to start, right here. Grab my I'm using my red snappers to hold this down because they're like little paperweights. All right, so that's that. It looks pretty straight to me, right there. Right there, that's straight. There we go. And put my little pieces of red snapper on here, and there we go. It's holding my homemade panto down, and my long red snapper goes on the bottom. Just because I'm not going to move anything, I'm just going to be following the laser on my fabric. So what we're going to do is turn this light off now.
Saying that's awesome. You did a good job.
Yeah, it's from a book, and it was small, so I had to enlarge it with my own brain as if I was following it. So I was like looking at the paper or looking at the book instead and making it bigger. So I just took from a book, honestly, except for the spider web. That's all me. But anyway, so on the frame, I have a piece of orange backing fabric, and then I have a piece of black top fabric, and then there's some batting, and it's just scraps. And we are going to make, I guess, wall hanging table toppers, because I'm just going to do 3 or 4 rows, depending on how much batting I have. I'm going to do 3 or 4 rows, and then I'm going to cut them apart and make little Halloween decoration things that are lit by black light. So, awesome. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to actually put you guys on the frame, and then we're going to get rid of the lights. So the camera is going to move, and it's going to move a lot. So let me just carefully slide this out, carefully. And we're going to take you over to here, and it's going to kind of make funny noises. Oops. You're going to get flipped upside down. There we go. Because you need to be in this position. I'm going to put you in the case and put my anti-shake against it. And then we're going to turn the camera around, and you guys...
Look how curly your hair is.
Yeah, it is. It's super, super curly. I didn't even comb it. Well, I combed it and then just let it dry like this. All right, here we go. All right, lights are going off. And I need at least 1 light to see the pantograph, guys. So it's not going to be too black light, but you can see it's glowing already. So as long as I can see the pantograph back there.
Well, Lena wants you to know that she didn't place in the quilt show, but she did sell a quilt.
Oh, that's
thanks you
awesome.
for your inspiration.
Ah, thank you. Awesome. I'm so glad that you were able to put a quilt in the quilt show.
Well, that's what we want. We want people to
Don't
get
be
out there and
afraid.
try.
Don't be afraid. All right, so I'm going behind the frame, and I have a microphone on, so I can hear Scott tell me things, and then you guys can hear me over the machine this now. So we're going to drop my needle and pick up my thread. I'm going to tie it off. I have the machine at 12 stitches per inch. I think I should put it on idle mode, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do this as fast on idle mode. Maybe I'll just try. All right. And I'm going to lower my, oops. I got to lower my cruise from the front of the screen to like 3%. Let's do it at 5% on 12 stitches per inch. Okay. So I'm just going to follow my panto, and you guys can see the quilting under the black light. So here we go. And if I don't answer questions and talk a lot, that's just because I really am trying to follow this pantograph. I got to stop for a second and check my tension.
Jerry says tip and idle. Nah, tip for speedy.
Yeah, I got to look underneath, guys, and look at my tension real quick, because it sounds kind of funny. Oh, it's not bad. Oops. I hit my paper looking underneath. So my paper back where it goes. I'm stopped right there.
They're all saying this is really cool. So cool, love it.
Yep. Well, I figured it'd be fun for Halloween, you know, because it's Halloween, so I'll quilt out my own little Halloween design. All right, here we go. I'm going to start more. The panto is on the back of the frame. All right, we're getting to her chin and mouth and nose. I don't even know how well that's going to turn out because I cannot see.
It was very good. Wow. It looks really cool.
Scott can see the front, but I can't. Came out.
That is really cool. I like it.
come out.
They're all saying it's turned out awesome. Wow, it looks great.
Into my bat now. This is the only time you guys will ever see me quilting slow.
As Elisa just said, the slowest she's ever quilted. Looks awesome.
Yeah.
Emily says, oh, that's awesome.
So I thought this would be the best Halloween thing that I can do. And I am not perfect at following pantos. The laser gives me double vision. I'm only going fast because I'm doing like the cloudy area. All the rest of the stuff is detail work. Okay, so I got to remember how I came in. Toes first.
Angela's asking about the thread.
The thread is a neon thread. It is called chartreuse. 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 And it is a neon green. Which way am I now? When I stop, it puts me out of, okay, I'm at the bottom. I'm going down. When I stop, it kind of confuses me.
It looks like it's glowing because it's under a black light.
Yeah, it glows under a black light. It's not a glow-in-the-dark thread. It's just neon.
I guess I can.
He's anatomically incorrect, by the way, guys. He only has 8 ribs and he has 4 fingers on one hand and 5 on the other. He has like 3 toes on one foot and 4 on the other. Very. I just figured it would be fun to try something new. All right, we're going to come into the cat now. Now, wait, hold on. I don't remember how I went. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I went backwards this way. It exits out. Every time I stop, I confuse myself, guys. It's the only thing about pantographs. If you're not used to them, you're going to have to play with them a lot until you get used to it. Ah, shit. Stop, machine. I gotta go back the other way. Go back the other way. I messed it up already. It's exiting out this way. All right, so this one already has a mess up, but I don't care. I just have to remember the things that I did. So let's do Mr. Spider. He's probably not going to be as good as I had hoped. All right, so I come around, I go up, back, around, 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 back, around, up. Now from here, I go.
Having fun, it doesn't matter. Yes, that looks so good. It looks better on here than it does on the picture over here. You know it?
Yep.
You can see the spider web under this. It looks really cool.
Okay, well, don't let me get confused right yet.
Okay, sorry.
And then right here, exit out. And back to my big circle moon. Hoi! Gotta adjust my body. Oh, it does look cool.
It does.
It's not
Well,
perfect, but
it looks like you missed a spot here and there, but it looks more real.
yeah.
It looks better than it does on the paper.
And my spider looks all echoey,
It's
funny.
okay. He looks good like that, though. It
All
looks
right.
like he's popping out.
I gotta
It
adjust
looks
my
really
body.
good.
And we're gonna go around the witch again now. Here we go.
Angela says it's so cool to watch.
Now you can only imagine if I had a computerized system, the things that I would be coming up with just to quilt out for me. But that's a long time wish from now.
Shelley says, a blurred quilter. This is definitely a God-given talent. Yes, it is. You are very talented.
I'm having a struggle following this thing. And my little bat. Give him his little legs. Cover out. And it's going to end on half of a skeleton because I didn't have enough batting.
You don't need to do the skeleton. Just come down and do the cat.
Just come down and do the cat?
Yeah, you have plenty of room for the cat. Can you do him?
Yep. Oops, I'm going backwards.
As long as you would have the skeleton as an arm and a leg. Unless you want to put an arm and a leg in.
No, I don't want to put an arm and a leg in.
Becca Max says, wow, Tiffany, I've been longarming for 24 years. This panto is awesome and cool.
Oh, it does look cool. Okay, I'm
It
coming
does.
out now, and I'm just going to kind of wing it with some,
You can just do a little...
watch your fingers. All right, here we go. At the end, so I'm going to break thread, and we're going to look at it.
Explain how you got the panto again. Everybody
I
does.
drew my own pantograph by looking at a piece of, I looked at my book, and I chose some designs I wanted to use. The spider web was all me, though. I looked at the book, and I made it bigger because my book's pieces don't come out very big. They're very small in my book. So,
Look at that.
all right, you guys, I'm going to turn the light completely off so that you can see, and I'm just going to scroll around this under black light only. There we go. That's what it looks like under black light only. I'm just going to go nice and slow. And what I'm going to be doing with these is I'm going to be cutting them out. Here, can you take that? I'm going to be cutting them
Can't see what
out.
your hand in. Just drop it. Whatever it
and then making little Halloween decorations with it. With the spider being echoed like that, he kind of makes him look like he's really a spider, which is kind of cool.
Mary says, awesome quilting. Becca Max says, what a terrific panto you rock.
Yep.
My quilt project says, oh, this is so neat.
So I let it, instead of there being the, right here where my hand is, instead of having another skeleton, I just ended it.
Oh, yeah, it would have just been
So
a
the
sand in its
next
butt.
row, the next one, I'm going to start with a page, then it will end. We'll see how it'll end. So I'll show you guys again. I'll take you off the mount and show you how it's set up back there.
Yes, Mary wants to see.
All right, so turn the lights back on, please. And then you guys are going to move, because I'm going to move the camera. That's fine. Yeah, one's fine. All right, so you're coming out of the case. You're going to move. Camera's moving. And we're going to go back there. And I shake a little, but we're going to go back there without a mount. So here's my homemade pantograph. I just followed this so you could see my laser light. If you see my laser right there on the screen. So I just followed it around all this. And I drew these from a book. But the book was really, really tiny. So I enlarged it just by eye, followed it around, did a bat. He's a little bit enlarged than he was in the picture. The cat is about the same size. And then I added my own little spider and spider web. And then the skeleton's from the book, but he's a little bit bigger too. It's just the idea of it. And then I went around it to make it look like there is clouds. You know, like misty clouds, like just flowing through. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move this off of here because, like I said in the beginning, these are interchangeable, my pantographs. So I'm going to move this down now, and this one is going to be the start of my next pass. So I'm literally, yeah, so I'm going to leave it right here. And I'm going to set everything up in a second. I'm going to put you back on the frame while I set it up, but I'm going to put my little things to hold my panto down, and now it's going to start with this guy. As you see, they're interchangeable, so I can put him in the beginning for my second row and then end with her. So I'm probably going to end about right here, half of the witch, so I'll come down and just do the bat and then exit out and fill that whole area in by looking at my quilt while I quilt some cloudy look. So instead, this next pass will only have one witch. So I'm going to put you guys back on the frame. I'm going to line up and advance the quilt, but I don't want to hold the camera while I do that. So here we go, back into the holder. It's going to wiggle for a second. There we go. You're back in the holder. Just like that. I'm going to leave you right here. I'm going to advance this quilt. So I can do my next pass, but these are going to be cut out. So I'm going to separate it a bit. I'm not going to try to butt anything up or line anything up just right. Just going to separate them a little.
Like I said, you girl are rocking the house.
Yeah, I'm having fun here. This is, I figured this would be like the best Halloween that I could do because I never do anything like this. So.
I don't think Mary gets it. I tried to explain it
by
typing, but
yeah, I have a laser on the back of the Longarm for following pantographs.
What's attached to the machine?
It's attached to the machine. It lights up even when the machine is on. It's not lit when the machine is off. It is 100% part of the machine. I mean, I could take it off if I wanted to, but it's just part of the machine. All right, so I'm flattening this out again. I'm going to baste my sides real quick. You guys are just going to see that, and then I'm going to reline up my panto to my based lines.
Someone is going to want to buy that copy of your panto.
Oops.
You did such a good job.
All right. This is where I know.
I'm having fun at your Halloween party, Tiff.
Yeah. No spooky music, though, but you guys can just put some boos and some ha's and some scariness in the chat if you want. No, don't boo me. That might be kind of weird, actually. Putting boos. People that rewatch would be like, why is everybody booing? All right, I got to see where my batting wasn't the right size, so I got to see where it starts because I'm using cotton batting here, and it doesn't stretch very well. All right, so I'm going to be about right here. They're all going to be different. Oh, come on back. There we go. So this one goes to here. See what you can do with your scraps too, of batting and fabric and stuff. All right, so I'm gonna leave him right there. I'm gonna come down in my idle mode to about where I wanna be, which is right there. I'm gonna set the panto up, off, not off, up. And then we'll turn the lights back off in a second. All right, so I'm gonna align these now. I gotta move some of these out of my way. Sorry, my red snappers are kind of in my way. This one's gonna be sitting down a little bit further because I'm gonna be taking them apart. So we want this guy to sit right here. And that looks pretty straight to me. And it's probably gonna end at this witch, but we'll see. I'll have Scott just tell me where I'm at.
Yes, I will.
When I get towards this line right here, okay? Just so you know. So if I get towards that, yeah, I'm starting. This one's gonna have 2 skeletons.
Okay.
All right, lights off. Now just the one green, please. Yep. Yep. All right, guys. Oh, I thought. All right, I'm gonna start stitching now. You shouldn't hear the machine. You should just hear me. And I don't want to get myself out of order, so I'm just going to let you guys watch. So I'm going to come in. I started with toes. His 4 fingers. His vertebrae for his neck. His eye holes. His nose and mouth hole. Vertebrae. His 3 fingers and a thumb. His heel bone, his 500 toes. And finish his toe. And I got to remember how I go in on the cat. I go in right here. Around Mr. Scaredy Cat.
Looks good.
And exit Mr. Cat this way. And into Mr. Spider. Do a circle. A circle. Around the bottom. I think I did more than 8 legs there.
It's okay.
All right, now, hold on. I have, which line is already there? So we're going to go around him. We're going to do that line, around them, that line. And then from here, and then exit.
So cool.
Coming around, and now I gotta really adjust my body so that I can go around my witch's moon. Here we go. If you have super bad vision, I'm gonna assume that it's really hard to follow a laser because I'm struggling. It gives me double vision. I'm gonna do her chin, her lips, her nose, her eye, her witch's hat, her long, wind-blown hair. Her butt, her broomstick, her broom sweepy parts. And then some more clouds up to my bat. My bat's little legs, because he had to have legs. All right, over to another skeleton.
Dawn says you're not beeping.
Nope, can't beep when I go this slow.
That is so funny.
Yep, can't beep when I'm slow. This was a very awkwardly tall man who died here with a very small head. So he's the small head tall man.
Oh, it looks good.
He's awkwardly improportionate. And it looks like now he has one extra rib because I think I went over it more than once because the laser is definitely killing my eyeballs here.
Joyce says you make it look easy.
I mean, it can be easy. Where am I going now? Oh, I exit out this way. Okay.
Jim asked, you missed the beeping.
No, I don't miss beeping.
I think he's being funny.
Yeah. I could make it beep if you guys want me to, but then I'll have a funky...
Christine says maybe he was dug up in Area 51.
Yeah, probably. All right, and then I exit kitty cat and come this way and insert another spider web, but I'm going to stop for a second and adjust my body and have Scott give me my water so I can take a drink because I am seriously parched. All the talking. Cat fuzz probably from that. Yep. All right, so let's get a spider web in here now. All right, here we go. In, circle me a spider head, and 4 legs under his butt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Around his head. We're gonna come around his body. Oh yeah, there we go. And one more. Now we start. Yep, you can draw anything you want.
Mark says, okay, so why can't you see the top? Are you sitting under the quilt?
What do you mean? Around Mr. Spider, exit right here.
I don't think she understands. This is the top of the quilt. You're standing behind
Yeah, I'm behind the frame. Am I at the edge now, Scott?
No.
Oh, can I fit her? I don't think I can fit her.
The whole thing?
No, it's only going to get half of her.
She's pretty big around.
So I'm going to improvise on this one and fill it in with...
See, the other one you had the cat still put in. This one you can put the bat.
No, you know what? I'll just do half of her and let it end. I mean, it's just a Halloween thing. It's going to get her, most likely, and miss the end.
You're still going to get the bat.
I'll still get the witchy.
Okay, so get the bat.
There we go. It'll be a half moon witch. I'm going to be quilting out the whole thing, but I'm probably going to be going off.
What paper did you draw this on?
I just drew it on printer paper.
Yeah, you didn't get the full moon and the full stick, but you'll get the whole witch. You get her whole body.
Oh, good.
Yeah. This section right here is cut off. Just the end of the stick and the edge of the paper.
That's fine.
Yeah, you'll get the whole bat, too.
So on the next pass, what I'll do is I'll just have this camera set up so you guys can watch how I do this from behind. How about that? It'll be all eyes on me.
BG asks, when did you first start quilting?
I started long arm quilting 5 years ago now. Within my first year, I was on a mid arm. And I don't know where it's going to end. And there we go. All right. Yeah, as soon as I got my first machine on a frame and played with machines down at the quilt shop, I was obsessed. So, been doing it since. But this whole following Pantograph thing, that's new. That's within the last 6 months, honestly. It's about 6 months ago I did my first Pantograph on a client's quilt that I drew up myself because it's Celtic knots. So this one, as you can see, has him and the scaredy cat and the spider web, and then the witch on the inside instead of on the outside like last time. back to the witch again. So she's just being cut off right here. So that's good. She landed in it. I think I'm going to do the next pass exactly the way it is now. Because I think I'm going to get, no, I'm not going to get one more pass. I'll just cut it all off now. Screw it. I'm not going to get one more pass.
Well, you're not going to get a whole...
Unless you go get me some batting. Because...
A whole body?
Hold on. I don't know how much I need.
Let's roll it up and see.
Okay, we're going to roll this up real quick and see how much batting I need. Because I might have a nice...
Hold on. You need, what, 11 inches?
Yeah, or 12.
You can do it in 11.
Go up to here, where I'd be splitting it.
Oh, you're coming to the very...
Let's just cut these two off. Let's just do that, because that's too much. All right, guys, I'm going to take you over to the mount now.
You would just be barely like the skeleton.
All right, camera is going to move now, and we're going to remove this from the long arm. I'm not going to get another pass in because I'm out of batting, and I'll show you right now. The batting ends right here, and it doesn't go all the way to the end, as you can see, and I need at least 12 inches, and this is exactly 12 inches left, but if I was going to get it right, I would have to have more fabric. So we're going to put you guys in here so you can watch me pull this off, and we're going to take this to the quilt room and cut them out and bind them. All right, that water can stay right there. Just gonna unsnap my ends. I have one singular red snapper because it's the width of the, that I cut. I didn't cut very big. My orange had plenty of fabric, but I didn't have enough on the other one. I should have lined it up a little bit higher, but that's okay. I'll get two, and that's fine. So before we leave blacklight area, I'm going to stick this right here, and I'm going to turn this on for you guys so you can see it fully lit in front of the camera. So here we go, right here.
Mary says, beyond wow, it's just so much fun.
Just wait.
You do this.
Right there. Okay, Scott, turn light off. There you guys go. Let me bring this up right there. Can you see it in the camera?
Yeah.
My cord is stuck, that's why. So, there it is. Super awesome. So,
way cool.
Just know that you have to have a black light for the super coolness of this. But that's okay. All right, we're going to go over to the quilt room now, guys. Camera is moving. Get my water, please. Camera is moving. I have other projects going on in here at the same exact time. Can you get my charger, please? All right, here we go. You guys got me for a second. We're going to cut these apart. I have another project going at the same time, as you can tell. It's my bag making stuff, so I have all sorts. You guys like my new bag making bin? This thing is like the coolest. It spins around on a Lazy Susan, and I just take the lid off of, say, my sliders, and I got it for free too. This one is my a lobster claws. This one is my magnets and my square connectors, or rectangle, I mean. Where are we at? This one is my tags and my other lobster claws with the thicker end. And it's like a little sliced pizza. And then my D-rings. It's my little fun little thing to keep my supplies in.
They're all saying it's so cool.
All right, so I'm going to split these apart now. I'm going to wait for Scott to move the tablet, though. I need the.
Sorry.
I need the space.
Sorry.
All right, yeah, I could have got a third one maybe, but I'm not going to take that chance. I need.
It would have just been the bottom cut off. You could have just done the top part, the witch and the.
Yeah, but I needed room for their binding, you know.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're going to use a 60-degree. I'm going to kind of line it up on my basting marks, and I'm going to split this whole thing in half. And there's no basting now once it's in half on this bottom and on the top of the other one.
Jill says free gadget holders are the best.
Heck yeah. I never thought I'd be one to have those in here, but this one was cool, so I kept it from the pile of free stuff. All right.
Gadget holders, I like that.
Okay. I will super square them up individually. So let me cut all this excess off of this one. We're going to say I want enough to where the binding looks good. I'm going to use Halloween fabric for the binding. All right, there. Okay. All right, so that I don't need. Yeah, I probably could have forced a third one, but that's fine. All right, now I'm going to make this perfectly straight by lining these on top of each other. Oh, that looks pretty darn straight as it is. Look at that. I don't have to straighten this one. It's pretty good. I'm going to cut it off right here at my basting marks. I'm going to make sure my top and bottom are straight. That's garbage. Turn it around. So you guys know that you don't have to make a pieced quilt. You can just quilt something with a pantograph like this, and you'll have yourself a Halloween themed table runner, or any holiday. You can do Christmas trees. You can do all sorts of stuff. So
Mary says you're back in your shorty PJs.
oh, I'm just wearing my shorts, that's all, because I was kind of hot today being in here doing all the work I was doing.
Like almost 90 out there.
All right, let's move him out of the way because he is ready. We're going to grab this one. I grabbed this because I'm just going to bind it with this. I would have put this on the backing, but then I realized the thread is the same color and this will glow because it's neon under a black light. So I definitely wanted to get rid of that and put the orange instead, which is a perfect Halloween color as well. I'm going to line that up right there. There we go. Cut it about right here. That's a straight. Right there. Nice and straight. Straight as I could possibly get it. Throw that on the floor. We're going to stick these together like this real quick and see if they're the exact same. And guess what? They are. I actually did good on that one too. Look at that. I'm going to get rid of this end. I'm going to make sure my ruler is straight here. And my ruler is straight up here. Don't need that. Turn it around. And straighten it up, straighten it up. Don't need that. Oops. There we go. Now we're going to make some binding and bind them. Scott, can you go cut the thread off the long arm, the glow-in-the-dark thread for me? Please?
Yeah.
Just at the top.
Yeah, you want me to bring the whole roll?
Yeah, the big, the big roll. Yeah. All right. So let's cut some binding. Oh, I do want to tell you guys, my rotary cutter broke, my Martelli cutter. It's actually broke. And where is it at? Right here. So inside these things, if you guys ever took one apart, here's the rotary cutter right here. See this little plastic doohickey in my hand? It is the spacer between the blade and the thing on here, the back thing. It's the spacer between this. So see how it's loose? Anyway, the spacer broke in between the two. And I mean, it still works, but this is now loose. So yeah. Just thought I'd share that bit of things. To be very, very careful with your rotary cutters because they can break. I need to make myself a nice straight line here real quick so I can cut some binding.
Jane says, love your casual approach to it all. You make it look so easy.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I try. And I'm going to be as my, I guess, casualness is because there's no sense in being a robot about it. We're here to have fun, so that's what we're doing. We're making things and having fun.
You should get a thin washer. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah, it still works. It's just the blade now is not sitting against anything. What do I need? How big are these?
Joyce says, is that the one that was squeaking the other day?
Probably.
And Linda says, get a hold of Martelli. They will replace it.
1, 2.
Do they replace it for free, really?
I'm not sure. Let's see. 2. Hold on. We're going to see if they're hooked on the diagonal. Nope, it's going to be 2.5. So 1, 2, 3, 6 pieces to make this. And I really got to move all my bag making stuff out of the way because I got to be able to iron this stuff.
You want me to turn the iron on and iron for you?
In a second, I have to hook them all together.
Oh, okay.
So there's 2. We're going to cut 6. And I'll have leftovers, but it's just going to go on my Halloween scraps anyway, which I already have a nice big pile of. And I'm just going to throw it all together probably next year. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 should do, right? In total? Yeah, we're going to do 5 because I only need a little bit for those sides.
Dylan says you can make a spacer out of the clear plate cement from Dollar Tree. I don't know what those she's talking about.
All right. I'm going to load that in a second because I got to find my neon thread bobbin, or else I'll just roll a new one. Let me connect all these wonderful spiders together. And then we'll press it and, oh, good. Press it and then attach them. And I clipped my hair out of my face, but it still seems to be falling in my eyeball. There we go.
Jane says, you're the furthest thing from a robot I've ever seen. Big compliment
Yeah.
to you.
There's no robot videos for me, guys. Just real life fun in the quilty room. Because that's what we do in our own rooms when we're not on camera, like me. I just have fun. And then sooner or later in this video, we'll get to the part that's in the description that says giveaway. But you guys are going to have to wait. You're just going to have to wait. You know me, I like to finish my projects first. Or else I get distracted. All right, let me trim off these excess ends. Huh? No, Scotty does not sew. It'd be wonderful if he started, but that's not going to happen. All right, right there. Right there. Cut off these little pointies. Let's do another one. Right there, right there. Cut off pointy things. Come on. There. Bam. Bam. And one more. making quilt confetti today on Tiffany's Quilting Life. Just kidding. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have 2 more. Duh. Right there. Can you turn the iron on for me, please?
Oh,
Just the one I was using.
Am I ironing or you?
I'll do it real quick.
Really? You won't let me iron today? You're no fun.
I do got to roll a bobbin. Oh, I do have to say, see this net around my thread here? Best invention ever. So these thread nets, I was having a lot more, like Glide is very, I don't have as much breakage as most other like threads. Glide is very good about that. But I still did have breakages. Well, guess what? My last quilt had 1 break, the whole entire queen size quilt, 1 thread break, because this net. Ever since I started using the nets, the thread nets, virtually barely any thread breaks, at least 1 per quilt. I'm like, seriously? I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place.
Where do you get those?
You get them at the quilt shop, or you can buy them online in a package of like 10. I only got 3. I bought them 3 individual ones because I don't need that many. I just put the individual one on the spool that I'm going to use at the time. I put 1 on the spool that's being used as bobbin thread and spool, rolling my bobbins on the long arm, and then 1 spool gets one that's at the top. So I don't see a glowing in the dark, a glowing black light thread in here. Thought I did bind a quilt with it, but I don't see it. So we're just going to grab an empty bobbin.
One Love says you are a pleasure to watch. You're so professional. I think you are the best quilt maker on YouTube.
Oh, why? Thank you. All right, here we go. Are all my other YouTube friends here? My YouTuber friends? Is Eric here? Is Becca here? Is Teresa Louise here? Oh, well, if my YouTube friends are here that are YouTube content creators as well, please put your link to your channel in the chat thing so people can find you as well. Also, in the description below this video and all of my other videos, I am an affiliate for Fat Quarter Shop and SewingMachinesPlus. So if you want to make any purchases, it doesn't cost you a thing to use my links that are in the description below. Sorry. It helps support my channel. That way you guys don't have to give super chats because YouTube takes all the super chat money, literally. And I don't ask for anything, so that's how it helps with my channel. All right.
Podum says you can get thread nets at floral shops for free. The
Oh.
flowers come into the shop with nets around them.
Yeah.
The shop gave her about 100 of them.
I don't know. Where do we have? We have Lady Dies, huh? All right, so I'm going to press this binding, and I was going to finish doing this too. I'm going to do it now before I forget, because then I'm going to sit here and go, why is my machine not sewing? And also, if you are in the vicinity of Arizona, somewhere near, I would say 3 hours, 5 hours or less of time to Lake Havasu City, Arizona, you guys could come meet me at the Quilt Show. That is November 5th and 6th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I know the time now. And it's going to be great. There's there's vendors like any other quilt show, and there's over 250 quilts displayed. I'm not 100% sure on how many quilts are being displayed, but they do, the Handy Quilter is one of the vendors, so there'll be Handy Quilter machines set up, and a lot of the shops that are, again, like you guys, outside the radius of Lake Havasu, those shops come in and set up, and there's a bed turning where the old antique ones everyone shows how those are handled on the beds and so on and so forth, and tells you about the old, antique quilts and all sorts of stuff. There's sometimes food. I'm pretty sure there's food. There's a boutique. Actually, I think there's more than one boutique this year. And yeah, lots of stuff. Lots of fun stuff. And my quilts will be hanging up too. And I will be there all day, both days. So if you want to come down, if you're in California, like say Victorville, Hesperia, Apple Valley area, or even closer, if you're in like Bullhead, Kingman, Needles, Laughlin, you know, if you guys are in all those areas, if you're down in Phoenix even, or if you're in San Diego and you want to come up, I mean, that's not that far if you guys want to come up and hang out with me. Okay, I'm pressing the binding, by the way, guys. It shouldn't take me too long. I'm pretty quick with the binding. Pretty quick pressing it, putting it on. I love my wonderful, reliable iron. That's the brand it is. This constantly steams, so I don't have to keep it on as long on the fabric. And just press it in half, and it works amazing.
Kristen wants to know if you're going to do a video of the quilts and stuff going on there.
Yes, I'm going to be doing a video. I'm going to try a live stream, but I honestly, guys, I really don't know. Last year I tried, or not last year, but the year before that, at the big show, I tried to do a live stream, and it did not work very well, so I might just film it and edit it. That way you guys can see a picture of all the quilts like I did the last video in 2019. This specific quilt show is every other year. It's every other odd year. So it was 19, now it's 21, and then the next one will be in 23.
Janice wants to know how far we are from Blythe. I'm not sure.
I'm not very far from Blythe.
Like an hour or two?
It's like an hour and 45 minutes or so.
It's over an hour.
It's not very far. It's like the drive to Vegas. If you're in Vegas or any of those areas. All right. Binding is done. All right. You can unplug the iron now for me. Here we go, guys. We're going to attach some binding to these cute little things. All right. I'm going to start on the, I guess I'll just start right here on the bottom. And I'm hoping seams don't, oops, from the back. Let's put it on from the back. I'm hoping it doesn't land on seams.
Crystal wants to know if we have a lot of vendors that go too.
Yes. Like 12, probably. And maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. It's different every year, guys. Tried to get Soya to vend, but unfortunately I personally didn't know, because I told Brody Tankum and Zach about it. I personally did not know they had to sign up a year in advance to vend. So, or else I would have been able to they would have been able to come this year, because it was like 6 months. Or 7 months. I think I contacted them 7 months before the show. If I would have done it just a little bit sooner. Where's my magnet? I lost my magnet. I'm very sloppy at 1/4-inch seams, so I need a magnet, my seam guide, because I'm not very good at it. All right, here we go. Come a 1/4-inch from the edge. Got fuzz. Although this is polyester thread now that I'm using, because Glide is polyester. These are cute little. I'm glad I had the idea to do this. Although I don't know, it's not perfect. Definitely fun though, for Halloween. Gave me something to do today other than side projects. You guys were wondering where all that fast sewing was. Here it is now.
Yeah. I wish I could freestyle designs like you.
Oh, and with the making of the quilts? I try.
Practically Creative says, I was just thinking that you put binding on like it's a race.
Oh, yeah. And yes, I sew the same on camera as I do off camera. Just fast, get it done. It's not like I'm not enjoying it and I'm trying to just be done with it already. That's not why I sew fast. I sew fast because I have ADD and I can't sit still. So if I stop, I won't come back to it because squirrel, you know what I mean? So I have to keep going and just get it done. All right, we're gonna cut this off. I'm just gonna cut it a little on the long side because it's no big deal. Where's my scissors? Somewhere. They're way over here. I'm always putting things down. I'm pretty sure you guys all do too, though. All right, we'll just cut this right there. And then we'll finish that one in a second. Let's attach this guy first. I'm going to make sure again that none of my seams land in a corner. I want it to be there. So let's come here and go up more. There we go. Oh, right there.
Katrina says you so fast because you have a lift.
Yeah, I don't in the car though. Only on my sewing machines. It's the weirdest thing. The only time I do in the car is when I'm just screwing around on the highway because it's 75 miles an hour and every once in a while I like to have fun. But my Nissan doesn't go faster than like 125, so you know, there's got to be some speed I draw the line. Now, when I had my motorcycle, that's a different story. I had so much fun with that. Another thing that helps is having a knee lift and using it, because I have a knee lift on my machine. And it definitely helps. That way it's hands-free. I don't got to stop and do this and that. I don't just use my knee and get it done. There, fold it over. I hope you guys are sewing today too, and it's not just me. Came unthreaded. That's what I get for going so fast. Get in the hole. Right there. Oh, it did go to the end right there at least. So that's good. Anything good going on in the chat, Mr. Scott?
Just talking about prices of thread.
Oh, that's expensive.
$12.
Yeah. It's $11.98. this end on, and then all I gotta do is do my connectors. All right, so we're gonna take and cut these. So I need about that much space. So we're gonna do my scissor method. So right there, I'm gonna cut a nice straight line, although that was not very straight right there. Put my ruler on it, keeping everything nice and flat. Probably have to come up a little bit on that side, but that's fine. We'll make it work. Put my ruler back. Come over, make a cut. Nice and flat. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Notice I don't care. I just know that it's going to line up. I do need to straighten that a little. All right, that one is ready. Now let's do this one.
Krista wants to know, do you have a hard pattern you want to do for an idea for a quilt?
No. There's only a few times that I've gotten stuck, and it's only because math, if I have to do math, because math and me are not friends.
Well, it depends on which quilt, too.
Yeah.
Tell them about the one you bought the book for, your big giant.
Yeah, my big giant one, I had to change it because the book was wrong. And there have been times patterns have been wrong too. I know some of you have probably come across patterns that were not correct. I'm gonna open this up just a little bit because I kind of need a little bit more. Right there. That should be good. As long as I could flatten it out. Nope, that's not 2.5 inches worth. I kind of sewed a little too far down, but that's what I get for speeding. That's my ticket, I guess, right? Needing to pick. All right, right side. Right side. Come up here just like this. Oh my goodness, come on. Stay right there and right there. Change my stitch length. Correct and accurate. Cut away excess. Just like that. Going to finger press the seam just to one side. It don't matter which side.
Stephanie says, so what's the best way to start a quilting business?
Well, first you have to be confident in what you're doing. Because when I first started, I definitely was scared to do other people's stuff. So you definitely need to be confident before you start your own quilting business. And second, you got to be in an area where people even like quilts, because there are, when it comes to like my start to finish, I have maybe 3-4 jobs a year for that. And it's usually gifts for people's grandkids of people who don't make quilts themselves. So I'm making the gifts for people. But if you just want a long arm quilt for people, just get everything set up and advertise somewhere. I mean, if you're ready to do it, just don't be scared and do it. Oh my goodness, come on. A little bit more. Just a little slack. Fold up. There we go. Stay. Good binding. Yes, I'll pet you. It's Halloween. I'm allowed to be a little creepy, right? Did I come unthreaded again? Yes, I did. Oops, I didn't mean to hit the pedal, though. That's where I was struggling. There. There we go. No, get in the hole. Get there. One more time. One more. And no, I don't pin. I honestly, sometimes I do, especially for like camera purposes, but 90% of the time, I do not pin. So if you guys ever see me pinning, I might have a fever.
We have over 200 people watching.
Wow.
211.
Oh, welcome all 211 of you. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Although some of you may have noticed I kind of surpassed 7,000, but I didn't make a big deal about it because it's just 7,000, you know? So, yeah. Oh, let's make sure it's accurate. Yes, it is. Yeah. I was like totally unexpected 3 nights ago. Yeah, it was 3 nights ago. And I looked at my YouTube and I was like, 7K? What? So thanks to all of you out there in YouTube land for subscribing to my channel. That is super awesome. I mean, it's free, so it's not like it's costing you guys anything to be able to watch me be silly and creative. All right. Now that that is accurate, I can sew it. Change my stitch length again. We're going to put these both on. All right, that one is ready to be flipped over. And this one. Is now ready. I didn't want it to come unthreaded. All right, we're going to turn it around and put them on properly. And then we'll get to the last and final part of today. Oh, these are so awesome. Change my stitch length again. Just folding it over and sewing it on. And it does help if all this junk was not in my way because the stuff keeps hitting it. All right, folding over, folding over. There we go. Make a nice corner. Fold it over, landing on my corner. Right, one stitch. Very good, right there. Yes, I talk to myself quite often when I'm doing this. But it seems like I'm talking to you, but I'm actually talking to myself because I'm crazy. Just kidding. What's everyone talking about, Scotty?
I typed one answer and I'm like 100 questions.
Oh, he's trying to get to all of your questions. For those that do have questions. Do you guys know what's happening in 4 days? Does anybody know what's in 4 days? I know 5 days is the quilt show, but what's happening in 4 days?
Shirley said I joined before you had 1,000, so she can now say that she knew you before you were famous.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, Shirley.
Yep, that's funny. A lot of you knew me before I was famous, though. At least the first 1,000 of you. Wow, I cannot sew a straight line. Today's not straight line sewing day.
Okay, they got it. They're all saying your birthday. I was way behind on the reading.
Yep. You know how old I'll be? 21.
Christine said they have a bonfire tonight. That sounds good, Christine.
A bonfire night?
Yeah, that's what's in the 5 days.
Ooh. Like a town thing?
Yeah.
Like in movies, you know, all the town gets together and they have like fun at like the central park of some sort of their towns, you know? And everyone gets kind of like tonight on McCulloch, you know? I feel like these things are sloppy, but I'm like, you know.
Linda says she remembers watching you when you were sewing in your bedroom.
Yes. It's been a while. Been a long while since I was in my bedroom. That was like 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago when I was sewing in the bedroom. Because I've been in this room for quite some time now. Fold over.
Oh, Christine's in England. It's a national thing. It's when Guy Fawkes. Okay, it's the 5th of November.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like Alexa's favorite movie, V for Vendetta. My daughter Alexa, and I'm sorry if I made you guys as Alexa thingies start talking. But I do have a daughter with that name. Way before that whole the device. But anyway, she loves the movie V for Vendetta. Every year for the 5th of November, she watches it.
Well, pretty much so do we.
Oh, and us too, but. All right, here we go. Last stitches on this one.
Oh, that's Mary's birthday.
Oh, cool. Happy birthday in advance.
Where it says my Alexa does enough creepy things without any help.
It's watching you. All right, here's one. Isn't that so adorable? There, let's get the extra threads off of it. More extra threads. They're just little table toppers, or you can hang it on the wall or hang it somewhere where you can put a black light underneath it, you know. Just something like that. All right, let's get number 2s on, and then we can get on with things. Only because it's fun to do.
230 people on here, almost 229.
Wow,
Yeah,
a lot of people.
That's a new high.
Yeah, it is a new high. Scott's trying to keep up with the chat, guys. For those of you who've been with me since the beginning and me trying to keep up with the chat myself with just 50 people, now we can only imagine what Scott's doing over there in the corner trying to keep up with 250 people. I would be so distracted I'd never get anything done. So guys, be lucky that I'm not the one focusing on the chat. He can do it. Stay right there. There we go. Fold over. That zipper head better not fall. I need that for later. All right.
So it says one day her Alexa started playing the piano. No one was in the
It
She
just,
was alone in the house, and all of a sudden it just started playing piano.
maybe her Alexa was like the on idle, you know, like when something goes on idle, like my machine, how it beeps when it sits by itself and says, touch me, you know, because it wants you to touch the handle and make it not beep. So maybe that's what the Alexas do. Sorry, I keep saying it for all of you guys that have those darn things. I never say my daughter's name when I'm talking to my mom because she has one right in her, well, she has one in her bedroom, one in her kitchen. And yeah, it starts talking every time I say something. So I just don't say it anymore. Or we just refer to my daughter with her nickname, which is Lex or Lexa. So this was definitely a fun little quilty craft. Because really it's, I mean, it's a quilt, but it's a craft at the same time, like a decoration only meant for one time of the year, but hey, I guess you could hang it all year round if you wanted to. Trying to do somewhat of a nice job, but let me tell you, kind of sloppy today. Come on, right there in the corner.
Marge says she always tells hers to mind her business.
All right. I'm at the last of it.
You got new people coming in. Just tell everybody what you're making again.
I am making little Halloween wall hanging table toppery just decorations. I used the long arm and now I'm binding it as if it was a quilt, and now I'm done. Look at that. Just like that. I am done. All right, let me shake this guy off. It's kind of picking up dust because it's black and there's lots of dust in my room. So, but definitely was a great choice with the binding, you know, because the spider webs and stuff. Yeah.
Big one?
Yeah.
So we can plug it in.
Okay. So those are those. What we're gonna do is, so this one I started with the witch. So unfortunately, it was supposed to end with a skeleton because this one got two witches, but it didn't land on that. The back still looks good because it's just because it's orange doesn't mean it's bad, you know. But it's meant for it to be black side forward because, yeah, I could have done both black side. It would be 100% reversible, but it's still 100% reversible as is. Then there's this guy. So this one, instead of starting with the witch, I started with the skeleton piece of paper and then the witch and the skeleton, and then there's a half a witch at the end, which actually landed better than having a half of a skeleton on the other one. So it worked out great. They're really cute. They're exactly the same size. I cut them exact.
All your stuff is free motion.
Yeah, all of it's free motion. Oh, actually one is longer than the other.
Oh, not by much.
Not by much. They're 31 by 12. So they're not that big. All right, we're gonna, I need it to go right here because these are gonna glow too. So let me move everything. A pantograph is a piece of long paper rolled on a roll usually, and you lay it out on the back of your long arm and you follow it with a laser on the long arm.
Except you made your own.
Except I made my own this time. Yes, I made my own panto. Over on the side. We're going to hold one at a time so that you can see these finished things.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Mr. Scotty, I need you right here.
I didn't want to be in the camera.
You're not in the camera. Come to this side, and I got this side. We're going to do one at a time. So there's the first one.
That is so cool.
Let's bring it closer to the camera, please. So there you guys can see. It's not glow-in-the-dark thread. It's just neon thread that glows under a black light. What does it look like on the back?
Oh, that looks cool.
Okay, so on the back it still shows really good too. Especially the spider webs because there's a lot of quilting there. All right, let's look at the other one. So that's what it looks like. The back. It's upside down for you guys and me too, but you could see that it's still glows pretty good on the orange. All right.
I can turn this light on. Easier.
And black light off. So if you have a strip black light, it would work perfect for stuff like this. You just hang it right underneath, you know? So you would put it, the black light right here, and then say you want to hang this like on a wall or something, and the black light's on the shelf, and you just turn it on and you'll have your glowing thing. And the reason why I keep saying the word, oh, yeah. The reason why I keep saying your is because I'm giving away. Isn't that fun? Both of these I am giving away to anybody. So I don't care where you live. You can live in Kalamazoo, Mahoo. You can win it. This is probably the only time I'm ever going to ship something other than a pattern outside the country. So you're going to have a chance to win this. And we're going to do it. No, we're doing both. We're going to do this my old-fashioned way, and it's going to be very hard to do this because I need a device too. So I think I could pull up the computer. Yeah, but it's going to go so fast. You want to watch that one? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to do the number. Do I have sound now? Let's make sure it says sound.
No, they're still saying no sound.
Is there sound? 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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
Some people are.
Yes.
We're not doing numbers yet.
All right. Now that there's sound. Here's the thing. There's 225 of you here. Don't put anything until I say go, okay? Because it makes it easier for us. When I say go, between the numbers of 1 and 225, you will put a number into the chat. The first person that has that correct number for number 1. We're starting with one number at a time. First person that we see with that correct number, that will be the winner. And we're going to do it 2 different times. So we're going to get ready, set, and go.
No one's typing.
Yep, there it goes.
Oh, there we go.
We're going with the first number that you saw me
Yes, I know.
do, Scott. Wow. They're just going to keep guessing. Just going to keep guessing. It goes so fast.
It does.
We're just watching this, guys. Watching it. We're going to see who's the first one. Oh, we got some closers.
We're right there, close.
They're still going. Still going. We still haven't seen the number yet, guys. It's not very hard either. Getting close.
Going really fast now.
Yes, I told you it's going to go super fast. That's why I had to read to. Who'd you
Bonnie
see?
Walker.
All right, stop. We have Bonnie Walker. Where's it at?
Under Tanya, Linda, I don't know. I don't know how to tell you where it's at. Above Jim.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to be scrolling through this forever.
Oh well, Bonnie Walker, you won one. You have to send us your address.
Okay,
email,
hold on.
or
We'll add that in a second.
Messenger. If I show you on this screen, will it help you find it on yours?
Yep. All right, Bonnie Walker got the number. 66 was the first one. Come on, guys, it's Halloween. I just didn't do a bigger number. All right, so you guys can stop putting numbers, and we'll let that just finish on going. You guys can stop putting numbers. Bonnie Walker, you are the winner, so make sure that you email me that you are winner of Halloween wall hanging thing, and if you want me to sign it, write it in there, but email me with your address so I know where to send it. And if you are out of the country, please type the address the way that you would send the mail, because I have no idea other countries write it on different ways than us. So just write it exactly how you would get mail. So Bonnie Walker, you're the winner of 1.
Okay, now you guys understand how we did this? We're going to do it again.
Yep, we're going to do it one more time. So let me write this down real quick so I remember. A-L-K-E-R, Bonnie Walker, with the number 66. All right, there's 1. All right, and then now we have 1 more up for grabs, and you're going to completely clear before we start the next one.
Okay.
Yep. We're going to let the chat completely clear, so stop typing. Once everyone stops typing.
Not yet, Shelly. Not yet, Heather. Oh my gosh.
Yep, not yet, not yet, not yet. Once everyone stops
it's
typing.
Only between 1 and 250, Heather.
Yeah.
Your number's a little high.
Yeah, we'll start it again in just a minute. I'm waiting for everybody to stop. I'm waiting for everyone to stop. Okay. When I say go, that doesn't mean go. When I say go, the numbers are between 1 and 250. So the numbers are between 1 and 250. Wait for it and go. Remember, the first person I see type that number that we are looking for will win this next one. I have to look back at my number again, because even I forgot. This one's not going as fast.
Oh, I slowed it down. I'm scrolling on my own.
It's going, it's going. Now this one's super speedy.
Mary Sheldahall.
Mary Sheldahall. I haven't seen it yet, so give me a
It's at the
second.
beginning. I stopped it on its own.
All right, Mary Sheldahall.
Sheldahall. I'm not sure how we pronounce your name, Mary, but
Mary,
165 was the number.
Mary Sheldahall is the winner with number 165. I don't even see it in here. It's still going. Aha, found it. 165. Mary Sheldahall. You are the winner. I'm going to write this name down before the screen starts jumping.
Yeah, 'cause my screen went.
Aryshieldahll. 165. All right. So Mary and who was the other one? Bonnie. Yep. Mary Sheldahall and Bonnie Walker. Please email me. It's in the description below. It's so long to spell out. Email me in the description below and send me your address and then tell me if you want me to sign the back of it because I can sign my name down in the bottom corner if you want. Some of you guys like that. So congratulations to Mary and Bonnie. Happy Halloween. And now you guys got a little Halloween decoration for next year, which is pretty awesome. I'd say so myself because that was the first time ever quilting out my own homemade pantograph. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to go put this all the way to the bottom. Oh, wow, it's really going. All right, guys, you could stop guessing now because the winner has been chosen, but I'm pretty sure this is just behind. So, it's behind?
No, the numbers.
Oh. Oh, wow, it's like really going still. My microphone was on the whole time, so they should have heard me. All right, thank you. We got thank you so much for the giveaway. Now to market it, very nice. You're all welcome. Okay, I'm definitely not caught up with the chat here.
Stop typing numbers.
If everybody stops typing numbers, it will work easier. All right. So again, Bonnie Walker and Mary Sheldahall. You guys won. Don't forget to email me. And for everybody else out there, even though some of you are still typing numbers because it's probably the feed is behind, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and spend my Halloween watching freaky, scary movies. Why? Because that's what we do on Halloween. Because we don't trick or treat. Because we're too old. I'm not even gonna finish the project I started earlier because I'm just done. So I just wanted to have some Halloween fun with you guys and do. This week is my birthday, as most of you have, guessed earlier. The 4th is my birthday, 4th of November, and I will probably be on here with you guys at one point in time in the day. But for the rest of the week, Monday and Tuesday is filming day for me. If you guys didn't know, now you know. Mondays and Tuesdays, I pre-film videos, and that's it. Wednesday, I watch tea. Anybody else that comes on through the week, I watch them. And yeah, I just do my thing. And then Friday and Saturday, I will be at the Quilt Show doing all that. So don't forget, if you are in the local area, you guys are more than welcome to come meet me and hang out for the day at the Quilt Show, November 5th and 6th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you're in the area, feel free. Just remember, if you do come up to me and you know me and you're here, please tell me who you are because I will not know. There's only a select few of you I know in person. So anybody else, I don't know you. And it'd be like, huh? Who are you again? Anyway. All right, guys. So I will see you probably in a couple days. Wednesday, there'll be a 25 patch block video. So look forward to that. I think this week's blocks are very cute. I don't remember because I pre-record videos. And that's all I got. So I will see you guys sometime through the week. And if not, then I'll see the other some of you next Sunday. And don't forget, your time is changing, but mine is not. I'm still every Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So some of you will now be a different time.
Just Arizona time.
Yeah, I'm on Arizona time. I don't change. So you guys will have to change for me. You guys will have to just find me. So that's it. Happy Halloween. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. And as soon as Scott presses the button, we're just going to sit here with a smile on our face, making
Good
silly
night, everyone.
faces.